Welcome and hello from Body Balance Institute. We're bringing you a little gyrokenesis and stretching and work to help you to just stay well right now. We realize that you need to move. You may not be able to get out very much, but this is a wonderful workout for anybody, and all you need is a chair. Really something without a back is ideal. And I'm going to take you through just a quick little workout, okay? And stretch. So here we go. I'm going to have you start by just bringing your spine really, really tall. Bring your hand in the front, bring your hand to your back, and just rock forward and back. You don't want any deviation from just a really long, tall spine. And then we're just going to take this same tall spine. We're going to go into a figure eight around one sitting bone. Find your sitting bone. And then come back to the center of your tailbone and go forward towards the pubis bone. Go around the other sitting bone, just making a circle, keeping your spine really tall. We're going to continue that motion, and we're going to go right around again. Good. And then back through the center and around. I'm going to do counts of 3. You could do more, but I'm going to keep it simple. This is a nice calming exercise. When you get back to the center, you're going to come around the ribs and the lungs. So you're going to really trace the inside of your rib cage. And it's just drawing that figure eight. You might close your eyes and imagine that figure eight inside of your ribs coming back through the sternum, the chest, the bottom of the chest, and then around each rib cage. You're going to take that up to the throat. You're going to go shoulder blade, or shoulder tip, let's call it, to center of your chest, to shoulder. Stay really tall through your spine on this. Breathing however you want to, just keep breathing. Keep your focus and concentration. This is a very good meditative movement type of exercise, without me talking, of course, to do on your own. And then you're going to bring it up to the center of your head, being the center of your figure eight, to one temple. Back through the center of the head to the other temple. Breathing, growing really tall through the back of the crown of the head. Draw those figure eights on the ceiling next. Imagine that the crown of your head is a pencil and it's drawing the figure eights on the ceiling. Just got one more of those. You'll find that once you get the pattern down, you got it. And then I want you to imagine you're in your little sports car and you're driving back down one of those parking garages that has the sort of like loops, the figure eights, right? And you're coming to shoulder, actually the head first, right? Center of the head to each temple. Down now through the throat, around. I'm still staying really tall. Each shoulder blade, just continuing that nice, really consistent speed. We're going through the center of your chest, lower part of your sternum, through and around the rib cage. And I'm going a little bit faster for time's sake, but I want you to really take your time on these and to do this without me. This is really just more of a demo because I want you to be quiet while you're doing it too. And then down to the pelvis. And drawing that figure eight around, and back to the center, and draw that figure eight around, and back to the center, just going from one sitting bone to the next. And then I'm just going to have you reach up like you're just getting up in the morning and stretching. Bring your hands behind your head, make a little hammock. I want you to see that I've got my fingers wrapped around my neck, really, more than my head, and I'm making a little, just a little reach under the helmet of my skull, I call it. So right under this, you can get some traction. And then I'm gonna have you just start to make some little figure eights again. These are just all figure eights. We're paddling. One elbow goes forward, the other elbow goes forward. And we're just making this nice gentle rotation till we come down. And deflection, and back up. Do that a few times. And then come back up tall, let your chest lift, your head fall over your sitting bones, and then come back through a curl where this is like a bow shape. And I'm looking out in front of me, I'm not collapsing, I'm keeping this really long, long, long position. Bring your hands to your knees, bring it back up through the chest, rising, the sitting bones reaching back. And then think about trying to get this part of your chest back up and over the tailbone. And then come back into a big curl. So it's like an arch and a curl. From here, we're just going to come back to center. And I'm going to have you just start to let your chest come forward. And then you're going to dip the head back down. And then you're going to scoot back out and then let the chest come up. So it's called a wave. We're just going to wave forward, drop the head. The crown of the head is now dropping down through the legs, really heavy. And then you're going to look up at the ceiling. We're going to go over one thigh bone. And then looking down again, looking at your belly here, really. Scoop and then look at the ceiling. The eyes will really help you on this one. So look up at the ceiling, let the chest come over the thigh bone. Look at your belly. Go down that leg and come back up again. We're going to bring the legs together, hands together. Slide your arms down your leg and let your chest come forward. I'm letting this leg come back a little bit so they can shear, the hips can shear, and then look over the right shoulder, so to speak, or side. Chest is going forward on that, okay? Other side, I'm letting the hand slide down as I reach my chest to you. And I'm really letting the spine stretch forward, and then I turn, so I have lots of space in there. These legs can shift, right? And I'm pressing this leg into this arm to get that position, and then I'm opening my chest to you. And then we can add this arm reaching forward. I'm reaching to you, you're reaching to me. And we go forward, and then we let the chest open. Don't let the arm come any further back. Turn with your chest. And then come back. It's a great shoulder stretch. And rotation. And so we come forward with the chest, forward with the arm. It scoops around, and then it just opens the heart up. Breathe right here, and come back. We're going to take one heel and just press it and fold the body forward over that leg. Do the same thing on the other side. Fold your chest towards your knee. Do the same thing with a point. So that was a flex, this is a point. Let your body just fall over really heavy. Other leg. And then we're going to go heel digs down. You can do a few of those if you want to. We're scooping the heel, and we're kind of hanging back from that leg like we're hanging from a rope. Okay? Same thing on the other side. We're going to heel flex down, scoop that leg bone out, and then you're just going to lift it up and really hang into that nice stretch for the hamstring. And then we're going to go one more time. Flex. We're going to scoop it up. This time we're going to just cross it over. And we're just going to hang forward, chest falling over the whole, both legs, the bent knee. Just falling over the lower body. Bring it back out again. And then bring it back down. This side, we're gonna flex. We're gonna reach up. We're gonna cross it over. Just fall forward over that leg. Let your body weight be what stretches you and really gives you that great stretch, not forced, right? And then bring it back down. We're gonna go one more time, flex. I'm gonna add on a little bit each time. You can add on if you want. Don't get worried about it though, you don't have to. There's definitely a lot of complex movement here, but it really has all the ingredients for everything you need. Notice that this leg is out to the side, it's slightly bent, I'm pushing with that foot, hand on the hip and then slide it up the ribs. The opposite arm is gonna come over and we're just gonna press this healing away. So we're opening up this whole side. And then we're gonna come back, heel, reaches, cross over, heel reaches again, and then that comes to the side. I'm pressing like I'm pushing something away with this foot, and then I'm gonna scoop up through this rib cage and I'm gonna go over that side, breathe into this side. Then we're just gonna we can take that whole movement through points, so it looks like this. Scoop, reach, I'm gonna go a little faster this time. Cross, reach, and side. I really just want you to learn the sequence of this and go at your own pace. Reach, cross, reach, and side. Take the legs and just make some circles on the floor. I'm really curling back. I'm holding on to my chair or bench. And we could also do this swimming through without any feet on the floor. Okay, go in the other direction, whichever position you choose. And then place your feet back down. I'm going to take you through some upper body work. This is great for rotator cuff and shoulders. You're going to scoop and up and scoop the arms and arch the back and curl. I'm going to do 3 of these. Then you're going to take the backs of your hands together right at your chest. You're going to reach and curl. Turn your palms up. Pull your chest through. Reach, I'm kind of aiming down with my arms. Pull the chest through. Reach. And good, everybody. And then go, this is called eagle. Open the chest and reach. Open, reach. Open and reach. From here, we're going to take the hands and palms up. We're going to curl. We're going to come up like a big burst that's coming up from the water. So I like the imagery of you're on the bottom of the pool and you're coming up, 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 up for a deep breath. And you splash through the center. And one more time. Heavy, heavy, and then really giving that a nice breath at the top. Finishing with arms hugging, palms up. That's the key here. Palms up here, palms up here, arch and curl and arch. And the arch here is hands over the chest. Take a deep breath here. And exhale and let the arms just float down nice and easy, nice and slowly. From here, bring your feet underneath you. I want you to look at my knees and notice that they are not staying still. They're going forward and back, right? And so I'm going to have you scissoring the knees. We're going to go 4 times in this direction. I'm inhaling. And one more time. And then 4 times in the other direction. And then exhale 4 times. Other direction. And then we're going to swing the arms and go 1 and 2 and 3. Keep going. You might be able to bring your arms around. You could also just put them on the chair, like so. From here, we're just going to let the head drop to one side, and we're going to lift that hip on the same side. Drop that hip, lift the other hip. So I think of the hips swinging like a bell. And then I'm going to have you do one more. I'm going to have you reach under your chair and press up into the ceiling and under your chair. So you're pulling and pressing. Looking straight ahead because it helps you to keep centered. Good. Bring it back to center. This is a rib cage shift. So you're going to let the ribs shift and the head kind of drag. And then I'm going on a diagonal here, right? So I call it seagrass because you're imagining that you are being pushed by the current and just kind of flowing up that diagonal. And yeah, I'm using my legs a little bit to get there. Should feel really good. And then you're going to let the head dip into the water and lift it back out again, and the Stevie Wonder movement. And one more time. And then come back to center. From here, I'm just going to have you sit really quietly for a minute and then just come back into a nice arch, letting your chest lift. I'm going to finish with a little, taking us back to our spinal movements. And curl, letting the arms really hang. We're going to come down and back to the other side. And then we're going to come into a turn spiral, and other side. And then I'm going to have you bring your arms up and out, and then just give yourself a big hug. Notice which arm is on top right now, because we're going to change it so the other one is on top. Inhale, open your chest, and exhale, hug again. Notice that you can do all of this sitting on a chair. Inhale, so no matter what, most people can do this, right? Inhale and modify anything that's kind of like not going to work for you, meaning just shorten it. Shorten the leg, shorten the arm, move into a position that's comfortable because that's where we want to be. Take a deep breath. Exhale all of it out. And a big sigh. Take care of yourself right now. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you for the next video and hopefully at Body Balance Institute very soon. Take care.